This is what we call a comfort hugger. This is what we will put onto an actor's face to simulate that it's already attacked. So you can see the open cavity in here for them to be able to breathe. You can see Joe here on a little air pump simulating the breathing. Hopefully by the time we go to shoot it, they're happy for us to come on over and slap this on their face.
Noah Hawley brought us a newly reinvented tale on aliens with alien Earth. He jumped through hurdles in order to make the show what it is today, between what was happening in 2020 and the strike.
The xenomorph in our series remains the most formidable and the most terrifying of the creatures. But also, our story is filled with creatures that we don't understand.
Jesus, something's on me. Huh? I can't see it.
Those little ticks, these things are nasty.
The tick is much like a human tick.
All of us know this is not a standalone project, but an extension of the 1979 film Alien, set 2 years before those events even happened.
They all do different things. We can play around with whatever Noah is wanting us to use on any given day. This is a more hero puppet face hugger. There's a whole bunch of cables that are driving all the different limbs and the iconic proboscis here, which is equally gross and cool at the same time.
Today we're going to take you behind the camera at all the prosthetics and stunts performed in this series so far.
This is a very similar puppet, but it doesn't have the proboscis in it. We've set this up with a tail. If we wanted to do a shot, let's say we want to actually see a face hugger attack somebody and wrap the tail around the neck.
But before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question. Sydney Chandler stars in this science fiction series. What was her first and only appearance in a feature film? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around till the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
So this is the image. There have been both these amazing people who have been creating this monster on my face.
We did do this one shot where the camera was on my shoulder and it was my POV of the image attacking me, which was fun, but also I learned how heavy a camera was on that day as well.
As we can see from watching the series, it has incredible details of the special effects. Between production design and prosthetics, they didn't hesitate to hold back.
When you have these actual scenes where there's little creatures or monsters, those scenes make you giddy.
And it can be scary. You're filming down dark hallways and there's a monster behind you. There's really a monster behind you.
It's 100% real, Holly said, referring to how the team approached bringing the xenomorph to life without the use of computer-generated effects.
We began to sculpt the egg, molding and casting the egg in several ways. We do cutting eggs, translucent eggs, POV eggs, and also animatronic. We take 4 people to operate the eggs. For the lip control, we use the radio control, and for the lip, we use the cable control.
Even in Aliens, I think there's a lot of CG, and we're not doing any CG xenomorph.
I get to walk in and stand in front of the eggs, and honestly, they are huge. Like, really, really big. This egg just starts to open. And there's no acting required. I was stood in front of it, I was like, oh my God. I was quite scared.
Everything's practical. Everything's really moving, really in front of you.
In a world comprised of influential corporations and different units and positions within those corporations, costumes also play an important part in guiding the audience through the characters' roles.
We shot on the rooftop. It's right outside of our production office. I looked at maybe 30 or 40 rooftops. And of course, the best rooftop was the one that was closest to our office.
Looking out of my office, I looked onto the American Embassy and a huge park spreading out from the back of the embassy. That just gave me the idea it would be great if we, in visual effects, extended that so that that was the initial impact point.
I designed all these aspects of their costumes, which are meant to service a life outdoors in a hot, humid place, costume designer Lalard said. There are things that you probably will never see on the screen that we built into the costumes. There's a lot of ventilation in them.
There's a practical element, there's a CG element.
Well, I've never worked with so many people on such big sets. Everyone really works as a team.
We landed in Bangkok and had to find this location where we could build massive sets with the backdrop of a metropolitan city.
As I share my excitement for this series, I want to mention we are currently doing a giveaway. Share what you were most excited for with this project, and the best comment will win a $25 Fandango gift card where you can purchase a full movie with added bonus features. Comment down below and one winner will be chosen.
The first time I saw Alien, it really grabbed me, the use of spaces, the simple things like the startup routine of the Nostromo computer in the opening, panning silent shots introducing the whole world of the show. I was fortunate enough to access a small amount of Disney archives, both behind-the-scenes photos and about half of the original working drawings done in 1978 and 79.
The scenes that we were shooting outdoors were hot and sweaty scenes, so it was okay if they were real hot and sweaty. That was all part of the scene. Even shooting in the studios, we're making them sweaty because the studios are air-conditioned, but we want them looking sweaty, so we were adding sweat to them.
We're on 3 different studios, on 15 or 16 different sound stages at any one time.
Every set is a bit mind-blowing. It is quite wonderful to walk in and be a part of this world.
The amount of energy and effort that had been made to make it authentic, it's an incredible thing happening.
Production designer Andy Nicholson gave us some insight on some examples of the production design.
Just like in the Nostromo, the computer station swings round to face the monitor. It's just an amazing thing to look at and be able to recreate. Designing spaceships, any space you have will be connected to a corridor that connects to another space. One of the most fun spaces to recreate from the Nostromo on the Maginot was the metal.
Creating the aftermath of Meganot's wreckage in Prodigy City was another feat. Because of the schedule, we had to build crashed versions of some of the interiors first. Usually you don't do this because it's inefficient, but because we were shooting the scripts in episode order, we had to build damaged versions of the bridge, cryo chamber, and parts of the corridor.
Our ship in the Maginot is the Yutani spaceship. They have many of these ships, they design them all the same, so this is a different spaceship to the Nostromo, but the bridge is the same, it's a common component, and you'll see the same as our approach to design throughout the Maginot. Everything around the workstation was kept to be as accurate in terms of dressing.
Nicholson studied the iconic ship frame by frame, as few blueprints existed, working out set size and what details he could recreate in which to magnify. The result has Mignet boasting dark industrial interiors and a peppering of futuristic flavor.
All of the screens in Alien are old TV screens, so we got hold of contemporary cathode ray tube TVs and put them in all of the key screens in here. We had to look very carefully at the surfaces, the way details were pulled out on the original, and recreate what they were. So we're walking from the bridge into Mother.
As of the time of this recording, there hasn't been any 100% confirmation on if there will be a season 2. However, creator Noah Hawley definitely wants one. Season 1 is the proof of concept, he said. And if it works commercially, then season 2 is about building a model upon which we can envision making a season 3, 4, and 5.
The way they made it, it doesn't even feel like a set. I felt like I was actually walking into a real room in a spaceship.
I was proudest of our art department's work in this because we got the working drawings for this after we'd built them, but studying them really carefully, we got so many things right. We repeat as accurate as we can these sort of random flashing patterns.
He also said that Alien Earth was designed to be a recurring series. I don't know how many seasons that would be. I believe that endings are what give a story meaning, he said, so I have a sense of where I'm going with it.
So this is a millimetrically accurate recreation of that set. This is the cryo chamber in the Maginot.
Hey, Mara, wake up.
We were able to produce the cryopods from the same drawings that they were built from for the 1979 movie.
I think right now they're just determining if the efforts will be worth it using all that money to create another season with good enough ratings.
The composite Neverland set, it's a combination of domestic living spaces for our synths. It's got the medical bay. We also have a lobby and an atrium set.
I love the talking room. The beauty of that room mixed with the horror of what they're doing in that room.
The one that made me squeal the most is probably the secure lab.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, Sydney Chandler has starred in a few projects from 2019 to now in terms of TV shows like Sugar and Pistol, but her first film debut was Don't Worry, Darling.
All of the mechanical components, they were taken from 60s and 50s aircraft, they were taken from scrapyards, pieces of car, different things that don't necessarily make sense, but together it creates a feeling.
We have a containment room that's much like an engine room that you see in the film, chains hanging from the ceiling.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What do you think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite, and what are your expectations for season 2? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys!
Xeno is really scary, but image freaks me out.
The image is what looks like a tentacled eyeball that basically pops the eye out of your head and attaches itself to your brain. It's hyper intelligent and on some level may be the greatest threat to humanity.